The Hamas-run health ministry says at least 12 more people are now dead in Rafah after multiple strikes there today. The Israeli Air Force says it's conducted 50 strikes in Gaza's southern city over the past 24 hours. And this comes as weapons experts tell ABC News evidence shows a bomb fired by the IDF in that deadly strike on a camp in Rafah over the weekend appears to be made by a U.S.-owned company. Let's bring in ABC News foreign correspondent Britt Clennett in Tel Aviv and ABC News White House correspondent Karen Travers. Britt, what's the latest on the fighting in Rafah right now?
Diane, the IDF has continued its offensive in Rafah and elsewhere in Gaza, saying airstrikes hit over 50 terror targets over the past day. Now, 3 Israeli soldiers were killed and 3 others seriously injured on Wednesday in a booby-trapped building in Rafah. That's what the IDF said. Israel's military has said it has taken control of the strategically important buffer zone along the Gaza-Egypt border, known as the Philadelphia Corridor. It means now that Israel controls Gaza's entire land border. Now, I asked Peter Lerner, the IDF spokesperson, about this a little earlier. Let's take a listen to what he had to say. What is the scale of these tunnels?
They have different models of tunnels in this area. We've found attack tunnels, which is very similar to what we've seen throughout the course of the war so far. So it's narrow places where they can pop up and pop down between buildings. We found smuggling tunnels which are much broader, much wider, much higher, that just cater movement and shipment of weapons and supplies in between Israel and Egypt.
Egypt has said that these tunnels simply don't exist. What do you guys say to that?
We have a very, I would say, intimate, close relationship with the Egyptians. We're conveying the information that we are finding as we move forward on the ground. We are aware that some of these tunnels they had dealt with on their side in the past, but they've dealt with the Egyptian side, not on the Gazan side.
Now, Egypt denies the existence of these tunnels and said that Israel was trying to justify its military operation in the southern Gaza city of Rafah. Diane?
And Karen, the White House says this recent attack at a Rafah camp did not cross President Biden's red line over supporting Israel. What's the latest on that?
The White House says they are still waiting for Israel to finish an investigation into what exactly happened there. But they also maintain, though, that this did not cross the president's red line because what we're seeing happening right now in Rafah is not the full-scale ground operation that the White House has been warning about. You know, the White House has said Israel has a right to protect itself, has a right to go after Hamas in Gaza, but they wanted to see a credible plan for what they would do in Rafah to make sure that they were taking great care to protect civilians there. The Israelis have said they've evacuated about 1 million people, and the White House is paying careful attention to where those people have gone and what the safety conditions are like. But after what we saw happen last week, John Kirby, the national security spokesman, said those are the challenges of when you are trying to do operations like this, even if they're precise and proportional in a very densely populated area. But Diane, what Kirby also said was that the administration is not seeing the Israelis smash into Rafah. That seems to be their definition of a major ground operation, and that would be crossing the president's red line.
All right, foreign correspondent Britt Clennett in Israel, thank you.